Is everyone here?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
As Star dies, quite literally. I can hear you choking on whatever the fuck it was you were just eating.
Is it COVID?
Oh yeah,
User
sure.
joined your channel.
You're eating
Yes,
COVID?
eating the virus. Great idea. Intelligent life decision, ladies and gentlemen. Just go lick the fucking doorknobs.
I mean,
Hi, Z.
Hi.
hi Z.
Hi.
I mean, there were the people that said, "Oh, if you eat
Alright. So we've
things
got
that look
everybody.
like it."
Alright. So, as is tradition, Star.
Let's see.
I might take a
Kanthier
walk
tried
in.
to go. Kanthier tried to go gambling, and then gambled on trying to see if he could, find information. And Darik went to go shopping. If I remember, Kanthier found out that the Empire is in fact here and looking for someone named Alan. God damn it. Meanwhile, at the ship, a mysterious woman bleeding into hell stumbled into the ship, and without being seen, except for the fact that she's bleeding to hell. Sorry, into hell. And was eventually caught by Captain Dev, who's not here right now.
Please leave a message after the beep.
Quick, somebody fetch the Tara.
Let me just wheel her in. Oh wait, what do you have to say, Shatara?
Open her back up. Open her back up.
Alright, continue your recap, children.
And then I believe the two people out and about came back to find Alan, while pretty much everyone got to meet the new member who who we both found out how the whole group found out they hate the Empire equally. Except for me. Let's go.
You don't hate the Empire?
He's a
Oh,
droid, he
sorry.
doesn't hate anything.
I'm not allowed
Yeah,
to hate
nobody-
anything if I do
nobody-
a self-detonate.
We don't care about the opinions of droids, though, anyways.
Exactly, they have no rights.
I have the right to shove my food up your ass.
I
Alright.
have the right to dismantle you.
Alright, children.
You have the right to
So-
dismantle you too, but okay.
And I believe we had decided on an away team heading off
Yes.
to recover a shuttle.
Yes. Darik and Nas heading off
Yep.
to recover the shuttle.
Alright. And that is where we will pick back up with your preparations for the Great Recovery mission. Having been completed, you two are free to set off.
Let me grab my notes.
I'm assuming that we have an access way for the speeder without having to go through the fucking casino.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
There's a little back alley that they move vehicles and stuff through because they used to try bringing vehicles through the casino, force all traffic to make money, but they found out after a couple of pretty bad crashes that that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I could have told them that for free.
So, so basically, if you're moving on some form of vehicle, they allow you to.
Yeah,
go
there's a
around.
gate that they'll let you use to go around, basically, but you have to be on a vehicle to use said gate. Otherwise, you're going through the casino.
Alright, if I remember correctly, I'd rigged up some kind of an IFF.
Yes, you guys had made one of those little IFF things so that you'd be able to match to the ship and land without an issue. And you two are both riding the speeder.
Mm-hmm.
Who's driving?
That would be me.
It's her speeder.
It definitely is.
Drivers.
It's my bike.
That also means if something goes wrong, I do have a rifle.
It won't go wrong.
All right, you guys are able
So everyone roll a
to.
d20.
Yeah, make sure you get that done as well. And you guys are all able to.
Shit. Sorry, guys. As is per tradition,
That's why I said it. That's why I fucking said it.
my dice.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh, and I need to go get my dice as well.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Haha.
guys.
Just out of game a sec. Why are some of my dice bigger than others?
Because things can be scaled in the game with the plus minus buttons. So someone probably scaled up some of your dice and scaled down others.
I
As
want
you
a
can
really
see.
huge dice now.
Oh, you mean? Hang on, wait. I got this. I got this.
Dula will get you a gigantic.
You mean
dice.
like my gigantic D20 of doom?
Oh, I see. I need you to roll a d6.
It's not even going anywhere, fuck.
Wait, hold on. I know exactly what to do.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh god,
There it
oh,
goes.
we're getting into
It's
chaos.
airborne.
I like
Alright,
that it
from
hits
session-
one die.
From
And
session to
float.
chaos. In about half a second. Oh god! Will you stop launching things?
No.
You can have your
wasn't me this
massive die
time.
back.
Oh, good. I got 9.
I can't scale it for some reason.
Can't skill what?
Die.
Should be able to.
Big one?
Maybe not. Oh, it's not on the numpad, that's why.
Oh, yeah, no, it's the.
Well, that sucks.
You can also right click it, go to scale, and just hold the button down.
Well, my dears.
Logical Kanthier.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Is everyone back and ready?
Your heart?
Behold my
Beholder?
my roll.
All right. Anyways,
A wound.
you guys are able to navigate through the city without issue. You have a couple of like close calls from just a lot of foot traffic and people, being drunk in the middle of casino town, but you don't actually hit anybody, and there are no accidents. And you are able to make it through the city without encountering any Imperial presence.
Cool. So I assume that. So we're clear of the city and we're just sort of driving. I'd like to roll a perception.
Okay.
Just
What are
be
you
on the
percepting
lookout.
for?
Looking for like potential followers, like lights that don't seem like they should be there,
Okay.
or
What
I'm
are you trying to?
basically-
What are you trying to perceive?
I'm just trying to be on the lookout,
All right, you can go and roll your perception for that.
That's a natural fucking 20 off the bat. Okay. Probably
Okay.
a waste, but
Ooh, look at Big Dick McGee over here.
You
I
You
get a
perceive-
D20.
you perceive the beautiful forest that surrounds the city.
dark.
Yeah. Like, it's good enough. It is good enough that there's just enough light from like the city and what barely remains of the stars from all the light pollution. That this would probably be a pretty like nice forest.
Not being tailed or nothing. That's all I'm really concerned about.
Literally, all you're perceiving is the forest around
just
you and the
the
fact that y'all are disturbing it by driving through it with a speeder bike.
Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have a wonton at the ready.
A wonton.
But yeah, you guys
Even
make
a
it through.
tauntaun.
You guys make it through and make it to.
Oh yeah, wonton is a dumpling, isn't it?
Yes.
I thought it was a soup.
Yeah.
It's a soup with dumplings in it.
Right, I'm ordering Chinese food now.
Hey!
Anyways, you all make it through the forest without incident and are able to find the shuttle where it is described without a problem.
All right.
All right. So
So
looking at
correct me if I'm wrong, Darik.
Hmm.
I have never seen a shuttle like this before.
Sorry, I was just my dad just opened the door. Apparently,
Yeah.
power cuts rolling through the town. So if I disappear, you know what happened.
Okay.
That's funky.
So you've never seen a shuttle like this? No, because this is a prototype
Yeah.
Y-wing. Not a
U-wing.
Y-wing. U-wing.
Yes.
Right. Yep. So this is a Yeah, we have never seen a shuttle like this.
Yeah, I'm just
Either of
role
us.
playing.
You're just role playing.
She was saying that in character.
Oh, she was saying that in. Sorry.
Whoosh.
Sorry. I was distracted. Sorry.
Clearly.
I mean, I'm still getting messages here. Okay, but give me.
No. No, I won't.
Brexit,
Focus,
put
children.
down the phone. You don't need to look at
Focus,
news.
children.
I can't help it. So I've just been asked in character that I have never seen a shuttle like this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Because the
Put
way it
put
came
a-
off initially, I didn't see it phrased as the question of an in character. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, first put away the boobs.
And second, focus.
Right. Phone's down.
All right. So yes,
I
you've
hear
been
it
asked.
vibrating behind me.
You've been asked. Hey, have you ever seen a shuttle like this before?
Sorry, my door's being my dad again. So
Sure, your dad.
I only mute.
Oh,
Just throw
Focus,
my
Focus,
masturbating
children.
sign on your door.
I don't have one of those signs.
Hang a necktie.
All right, focus, please. Can we move the?
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
from the top.
From the top.
So, Darik, I've never seen.
You're not the only one in this, Nas.
So here's my question: where the fuck did you get that?
Just looking at this thing, does it look more advanced to shuttles I've seen previously?
It looks more prototypey.
More
Like maybe this is one of the field test prototypes they've been using. They're running trials with it. Something like it's something that.
A lot of stuff's duct taped on.
Yeah, it's kind of in that okay, you can probably see where they've changed some parks. It's been rebuilt a couple of times. Probably had at least if the history of testing is anything like you're familiar to. It's crashed at least once.
I can see the dented plates.
Also, Mark,
Yeah. Go ahead, Z.
I was just saying, check your messages.
Yeah. The key thing to remember on this design too, by the way, guys, it's a U-wing. Just rip the S foils off of it.
Gotcha. So it's literally just the.
It's the body of a U-wing,
the body,
basically.
yeah.
They have not mounted the S foils to it yet.
From appearances, Nas, I would say she managed to get her hands on a prototype. No idea where from, though.
Are we thinking stolen?
Most likely, yes.
Mm-hmm. Can probably explain why the fucking Empire's after her.
Yeah, which means that if we are flying this thing in, we are gonna have to go wide
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
and come in literally right on the ship and straight in.
Yeah. Do we have a secure channel open?
I mean, we can probably get a secure channel between us and the ship.
Yeah. Could you
So-
set that up while I try and get the door open?
Sure. Though if they've got any decent slices, that may not be secure.
Yeah.
So Darik's going to be fiddling with his comm unit with his helmet to
Make a secure channel back to the ship.
Yep.
Yeah, you're able to do that without issue.
Nice.
All right. Do we have the keys?
Yeah, you guys have the ability to get inside the ship.
Alrighty. Let's open her up.
Well, you are able to open it up. It does have a side door system, so like it kind of you know how the U-wing works. That's what opens up to reveal the inside of the ship to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are able to step inside really without incident.
Does it light up when we open the door?
Yeah,
or
like
is
the
it-
lights kind of, the
Okay.
interior lights click on, and you're able to step inside the ship. It's not, the most spacious of places, but it beats being crammed into like a starfighter or something like that. Definitely reasonable for.
I'll roll my bike in.
Yeah, you're able to kind of finagle it past some of the stuff that's inside the ship, but you're able to get the bike in without issue.
What are we working with here? Is this when we're talking about like interface wise? Are we talking about like a 2020 MacBook or a 1994 Windows?
I want to be a smartass and say Windows Vista.
An IBM computer from the 1990s.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
One where the keyboard and the screen were one thing. Yeah.
Command prompt.
no, it's a modern just kind of standard interface for the ship is like any other ship. It's pretty much standard at this point. Maybe minor nuances like in the in-depth programming, but how you interact with it's going to be the same. Ease of making life better for mechanics, basically.
All right. Let's start putting that Let's start getting that IFF in.
All right. You move and you start to, as you're walking around the ship, you start working on that portion of things. Go ahead and do a mechanics check for me. And Darik, what are you doing?
I will probably, while she's off to do that, obviously I'll make sure the door is shut,
Okay, it shuts without issue.
and I'm going to go check out the cockpit.
All right. As you walk up past the entrance going into the cockpit, you hear, just as you step through, like you hear out of the corner of your ear, just this high-pitched shrieking sound.
Which ear?
Your right ear.
My right ear?
Yeah.
High-pitched shrieking?
Yep, a high-pitched shrieking sound.
Immediately snap my head to it while reaching. Just, combat instinct.
Okay. You see the wall.
I see a wall. Just nothing
Yes.
in front of me at all. Just a wall.
You're looking at the wall right now. No speakers, nothing like that. A wall.
Does it sound like the sound is coming from past the wall, like outside?
No, it's coming from very much inside the ship. The walls of the ship are thick enough that you wouldn't have heard this if it was outside the ship.
Does this wall look like janked in any way? Like there's a compartment behind it?
Nope, it's solid.
Darik is going to draw his blaster,
Okay.
draw his blaster pistol, just to be ready, and he's going to approach the wall cautiously.
Okay.
And so it's like, is it just a simple wall? Like there's nothing on it, no technology or anything.
Yeah, it's part of the wall. Look, like a screen in the wall where you could, work on stuff, but it's powered down at the moment. Otherwise, it's a wall.
What the fuck? There's no speakers. It's only a screen on a wall,
Yep.
and there's just is it like a whining noise or is it a screaming noise?
It's like almost like something is shrieking. And it happens a second time as you get closer to the wall.
It sounds like something is what?
Shrieking.
Shrieking. And it's just coming from this wall in front of me, nowhere else.
Yep. It's not super loud, but it you can definitively like what the fuck? Yeah, and it's coming from the wall in front of you. Sounds like it's more up towards the like ceiling where the wall and the ceiling like meet.
So raising my head slightly to look more up there.
Okay.
Any vent or anything? Just
No, make a perception check, but there's no vents up there or anything like that.
make a perception check, but there's no. I'm currently using my helmet, so that's a lovely.
I'm assuming I hear this as well.
Maybe, but you're further away from it, so
Okay.
it's not as noticeable.
Fair enough.
26.
Okay. You finally realize what's making the little shrieking sound as tucked up into like the corner at the where the wall and the ceiling kind of meet is a very well camouflaged little lizard looking thing.
What in the fuck?
Which is, got its head kind of cocked towards you, you realize, as it has shrieked at you a couple of times and is now just kind of watching you. It's small, it's a small little thing. It's not a...
Through my travels, would I have ever seen anything like this?
Make a... Galactic lore.
Galactic lore. Ooh. Roll high. 15?
You can't place it specifically,
Mhm.
but from your knowledge of these kinds of things, one, it's not a threat to you in any way, shape, or form, and two, if it's on the ship where it is right now and everything else, it's probably a pet.
Right. Screaming begins again. God damn it, Kanthier. Okay, so I'm just gonna shout down to Nas. She didn't warn you about a pet or anything on board, right?
Did she?
I can't remember
I
if...
don't think she ever mentioned a pet.
I don't think she, no, she did,
Well, out of game a second. No, she did not. She warned you not to get a scratch on her ship, though.
So, not a scratch on the ship, but
Didn't
warn us
warn you about the pet.
uh,
Probably assumed that it would be hiding and just be quiet like it is. So it's doing half of that right now.
it's just chilling in the corner.
Yep.
By the wall. So like waiting on a response from Nas, like if she
No, she did not. Keep that thing away from the wire work.
I mean, it's clinging to the wall. It's screamed at me a couple times, but it doesn't seem to be aggressive.
I mean, lots of people scream at you, Darik. That's not really anything new.
Yeah, but it's usually calling me a wanker because I'm shooting at them.
Fair enough. Well,
Right.
as long as it doesn't get in the way.
It seems to be content to stay in its corner and watch you two.
I'm just gonna holster the blaster pistol. You stay up there,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go have a look at the layout for the if I remember correctly, the U-wing has a pilot and a co-pilot seat in it, right? Right. So, for my personal imagination, it's literally just the cockpit of a U-wing.
Yeah, literally, it's a U-wing. Rip the S-foils off of it. That is what this shuttle
Okay,
is.
what the fuck
S-foils
are
on this?
what the fuck are the S-foils?
They're
Like the little wings
Big
that.
dangly
they're the
bits at
wings
the
that
front.
fold out on it.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Okay. So, just looking at like the controls, are they fairly standard to most shuttles? You know, like I'd be able to pinpoint where I need to hit things.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple stand-up.
As long as I know that, that's all that matters. I'm just gonna, have a look around outside through the glass while waiting for Nas.
Oh. That mechanics check is at flap 30, by the way.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get it installed without much issue at all.
Alright, well, this should hide us on their scanners, but it won't do jack shit if they look outside.
That's why I want to fly wide.
Can I look and see if this thing has a map of the planet?
Like of the planet you guys are on.
No, the random one. Yes, the one that we're on.
I mean, you could pull it up probably just in the cockpit on the ships.
Yeah, just like a holo
navigation
map?
stuff. Yeah, like all that stuff's gonna be up in the cockpit so the pilots can use it.
Alright. Who's the better pilot between the two of us, Darik?
I got a +9 in my score.
I've got an 8. So that'll be you. Alright.
So yeah, this is gonna be fucking interesting.
Well, you're the combat specialist. You plan us out a route.
So this is gonna be like the whole I am keeping this thing away from as many sensors and shit as possible. It's gonna be a fucking terribly long fucking trek flying this damn thing, but so yeah, I'm keeping us as far away from the city and the port until we like literally come in around the backside where the Kanthier is. That's how I'm planning to fly this.
Okay. So you're just working up your flight plan then?
Yeah, I'm just working up my flight plan real quick.
While he's doing that, I also kind of want to geek out because this is new engineering. This is exciting. This is cool.
Okay.
What can I glean from the ship? Like, what's it built for? What was it made for?
I'm also going to quickly point out the lizard in the corner so she knows where it is.
The lizard is actually no longer in the corner.
Ah,
Fuck, relocated somewhere on the ship.
We just hear
It
random
escaped.
screaming down in the cargo bay.
Yeah.
Right on fucking cue.
What? The dog?
Dog bark.
Yeah.
The dog
dog.
just starts barking the
Yeah,
minute
yeah.
that happens.
Yeah, he barked in response to me screaming, so
Mhm.
I apologize. Okay, so carry on geeking out. Go for it.
All right. So, what are you trying to glean specifically now?
Yeah, what's this ship built for? Is this speed, combat, what stealth? What's it? What am I on?
Gotcha.
And don't fucking say a U-wing.
You know the ship out of
Okay.
game in a second. Sorry. You know the ship from Rogue One where they
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
Scarif? That's a U-wing, I think. No,
No,
no, it
I-
isn't. It's the one where they land the reinforcements on.
Yeah, but like as for NAS and this current state the ship is in.
Oh right.
It seems like it is a design of sorts, almost kind of inspired by the old Republic gunships, but
Mhm.
a little more streamlined and less firepower on it. Like, this seems to be, rather than a transport gunship, just to be a troop transport.
With minus
Okay.
support ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it is not as heavily armed, but it is still capable of at least getting down safely and not, getting blown up on the way in and out. But it's definitely not meant to be a gunship platform.
Well, we'll definitely have to refit this baby if we want to fly this without getting every fucking stormtrooper within a couple mile radius on our heads, but it should be a decent addition to the Gazanti. We're just definitely going to have to give it a paint job at least.
I think we're going to have to give her more than a paint
It's
job.
actually not marked up with Imperial markings or anything like that. This ship is painted in what looks to just be like manufacturer test flight colors.
Yeah, well, a bit more than a paint job probably, but let's first get our other ship flying, shall we?
And we're probably going to use her sparingly to begin with for a little while anyway.
Yep. All right. You got a route plan now?
Should do.
All right. Make a piloting check.
Oh boy.
Oh, damn.
22. I want to say 21, but it's 22.
Can you do math, Rex?
I had a moment there where I couldn't do math.
Just a bit of a moment.
Yes, 22.
All right. Well. Yeah, so for the you are able to take off without much of an issue and start trudging flying your way out without any problems, taking, your wide route so you avoid flying through a whole bunch of Imperial sensors.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna have awkward small talk, or are we just gonna shut up and do our jobs?
Well, I was gonna take the encrypt code. Well, the encryption I've basically worked up and connect it into the ship to get that line across, so we can tell them that.
Yeah, you're able to do that without any kind of problem as you're flying. It's a very peaceful route that you're flying right now. You're not like,
Okay, so I'm definitely more a mechanic than I am a hacker, but I do know my way around software. Can I look through the data banks on this thing a little bit?
Yeah, you can try.
What do you need?
Use computers.
Use computers. All right. 14, so that makes it 22.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to start pulling up a lot of the data on it.
Mm-hmm.
And goddamn, there's a lot of data that you're getting, like piles and piles and piles and piles and piles and piles and piles. Like, why won't this stop? And you kind of realize as this is going on, because it was a test ship, it has been recording and saving and storing all of its flight information data, for analysis and testing and things like that.
Well, is this ship still transmitting?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is having a fault with that, probably because whatever transmitter on it was disabled or removed. But
dumping
it has been saving. It's been saving instead of just like saving it for dumping it to a black box and overwriting for a crash. It has been saving all of the flight system's information data to the point that there is a massive overload of it, of all of its performance information and everything else, because the ship, when it was stolen, doesn't seem like this setting was ever disabled.
All right. Well,
not really a negative effect on anything, but you're going to have to dig through a lot of this data to really find what you're looking for now, because there's just so much of it.
Yeah. Well, can I put it on the thumb drive?
You're going to need more like a full-blown hard drive. There is that much of this shit now. Like, it is chunking its way through ship memory.
Do I have that in my tool belt? I don't think I do.
No, you do not have anything that has enough memory to save that kind of information.
I'll talk to our stowaway after we get this ship back. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of information. Useful information if you want to, analyze the ship more, but you're going to have to take a little bit. It's more time than the flight back to dig through and pull averages and analyze because, well, testbed ship, you're going to need to use that information.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I'm going to be busying myself with that while Darik is doing his thing.
Okay.
Making
Yeah,
sure I'm
you're able to
fucking
make your
bad.
flight back, Derek. Control, when you finally swing back around into, sensor coverage again and the control tower contacts you, you're able to get permission to land in the bay without a problem at all.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
Where are you parking it?
I'm assuming that I can slip this right in. Gonna be a little. Because they
Can we
kind
just get all of the "that's what she said" jokes out right now?
of.
Anyways,
Because I know Gazanti's cargo door is actually pretty fucking big.
you could, aside from the fact that it has not been cleared out yet to allow for landing space.
Fuck. So I'm just gonna, bring her in just near the ramp then.
Yeah, you're able to land it out there without an issue. The workers have gone home for the night by this point. So it's just you guys kind of settling down into the bay there.
Right. I need
Land without
fucking
an
tarp.
issue.
How much tarp do we have?
I mean, you could probably rip apart a bunch of the mud tents that you guys have to make a tarp that's big enough.
I just want something there in case, for whatever reason, we have to leave it out.
like I said, the med tents will be your best bet. They have,
Yeah.
tarps and blankets and, tents that you could rip apart to...
I'm gonna go try and get this thing in the ship first, so let's just start clearing out cargo space.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, we
Because
gotta-
they've been doing maintenance work in here. They've got med
We-
supplies in here. Like, you guys have
basically have to remove everything to get it in, and then put everything back in.
Well,
way that
you
we
won't
still
have to
have
remove
access.
it all, but you're definitely going to need to reorganize the way the bay is structured, and that's going to be a big job for one person.
Even with the whole crew, that's gonna be a big fucking job.
Yeah.
Well, we have the Wookiees.
Yeah, but it's also night.
That's true. Medical tents it is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna create a gigantic ass tarp and.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to do that without, it takes an hour or so of cutting things and kind of stapling and gluing and sewing things together to get the pieces together. But you make a massive ass U-wing sized tarp that you're able to throw over top the ship.
It's not pretty, but it'll do for now.
If not, we'll notice.
We'll have some people knocking on the bulkhead door.
What else is new? I don't know about you, but I am fucking beat. I suggest we all take a couple winks and then we'll cross-examine Alan tomorrow and get these engines in.
Yeah. Before I go to sleep,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna walk under part of the tarp to just regain access quickly to the shuttle.
Yeah.
And so at the moment, there's no safety systems on this in a way. They've been disabled temporarily, right? Like the ability to basically require an access code or something to turn it on.
Well, you have the access information that, Alan gave you guys to be able to grab, to get into the ship, essentially. And the ship also apparently has an alert lizard, because as you
Yeah.
step back in a second time, that shrieking starts again.
Is it back in the same bloody spot?
No.
No.
While Brexit is doing that, can I go and cripple the engine? Not permanently. I'm just. What would you take out of a car to make it not start up?
I mean, yank the starter.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah,
I would just unplug the spark plugs, but
You
I
know.
was either gonna yank.
I
the
mean,
starter
how
or-
permanently, do you want to just be able to run back out, hook everything up, and take off again, or do you want someone to have to come get you to be able to start it? It's like
Yeah.
Kanthier was saying, if you just want to turn it off, just, disconnect the spark plugs. If you want to make it impossible to start the thing unless someone comes and gets you, yank the starter.
Yeah, I'm gonna yank the starter.
gonna yank
Just to
the
make
starter.
sure that the ship goes nowhere without our say-so.
I want to attempt to put a warning system in, if someone accesses it.
I mean, you got spare security cameras that you could probably pull out of the cargo bay and install into this.
Yeah, fuck it, and I can probably have them trigger for like a specific type of movement, like a humanoid or something?
I mean, yeah, you probably could. You've also, once again, got the fact that the ship actually does lock with the access codes you guys have.
Hmm.
So, it can just lock based on that.
I'm
so-
basically just setting up security measures in case someone does access it while no one's
Okay.
watching it.
And I'm gonna waltz in, hold up the starter, and be like, "What do you think this is?"
I would assume from my years of experience, I would know what a starter for a shuttle looks like.
Hmm.
Not as a mechanic, but as a saboteur in ways.
Well, I've just pulled that one out of this ship, so Ellen is going nowhere without our say-so, because I don't want anyone who has seen our ship or our face and who we don't trust to be out there in the galaxy.
Yeah, that's why I'm installing a warning system in real quick. I was gonna go
Oh.
yank that afterwards.
Beat you to it, mate.
Well, great minds think alike.
Indeed, they do. It's a bit odd, isn't it?
What?
Turning up out of nowhere on a casino planet with a stolen prototype shuttle.
I mean, out of all the places to land, there could be, well, plenty of forest to hide in.
Wasn't in the forest though, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was out in
Oh,
the forest.
Like, you guys were out in the forest with it was out there enough that if you did not know where it was, good
I
luck.
found it.
Okay, well, how did she end up here then?
Dragged her ass into the city.
Yeah, but why?
Well, she was wounded, right?
Yep.
Who wounded her? That's my question. Like, who the fuck is after this woman? Is it just the Empire, or is it other?
Who knows?
This whole situation stinks.
Yeah, it's a security nightmare. I have to deal with it. I know.
Well,
Darik.
without me, this ship ain't going anywhere. So
Yep.
I'm gonna go.
Station
Hmm?
somewhere not easily accessed.
Oh, this is going straight under my pillow.
Alright,
All
so
right. Good work.
you've got the security camera installed, Brexit?
Yeah.
Alright, and you guys have the starter in hand, so you guys are heading back into the ship?
Yep.
Yeah. Head back onto
Oh.
the Gazanti.
Alright, what are you guys going to do from there?
I am gonna go check in on Rasu, and then I'm just gonna hit the hay.
I'm going to see. Who's currently on duty for security right now? Is it Tim
Sko.
or Sko?
Go. Go is on big stumpy robot duty.
You just hear
he's-
clicking in the distance.
Has Sko had his recharge timer? Or not yet?
Nope.
I would assume since Go just needs an hour to recharge for every 100 hours.
Oh,
he just,
every
like-
100? Oh shit! I didn't realize it was like that. Fuck. Okay, never mind then.
Pretty much every now and then when he knows Tim is on shift, he'll just go to the recharge
He'll just go
beta.
plug in for an hour. Like, yeah, he doesn't require.
I thought it was like 6 hours he needed or something, like every day. but
No.
All right, never mind then. Fuck it, I don't need to be concerned about that.
Can I upgrade that to my iPhone battery? That sounds good.
Yeah, fucking hell.
All right, so
No,
you're
you
going to
don't
go.
want a
So, are you
handheld
going to find
explosive.
Sko then, or like, what's your plan?
Sorry, say again?
What's your plan? Are you going to find a Sko or?
Yeah, I want a quick security debrief on what's happened while I've been out, just in case anything has happened, any scuffles, shit like that, or anything suspicious outside that
Okay.
might have been spotted.
All right. And
I assume
Nass
nothing's.
is heading back to the medbay then.
Yeah, just quick check in on Rasu, the bleeding woman, and then I'm gonna go. I mean, what time are we talking right now?
Probably about 10:30ish now.
Yeah. After that, I'm gonna quickly take a shower with the starter in full view, and then go to bed.
All right. Well, you walk down into the medbay, and Rasu is doing Rasu things, i.e.,
Bombing
being
the
in a
tank.
coma in
a back to tank. Yeah.
Potato is still
and
potato.
potato is still
And
a potato.
Alan, are you still like just kind of on the med bay bench? What are you doing at this point?
See?
Her mic is muted, so I'm not sure if she had to stay.
Ah,
There we go.
sorry, I was talking on a muted mic because I am clever. Out of game a sec. So Nasiri's just entered into the medbay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So all Alan's gonna do then is just stare at you.
Alright. I'm not really interacting. I'm here to check in with my brother and then shower in bed. I don't give a shit. I don't trust you.
I think the feeling is mutual.
Yeah.
I assume Tim's still on duty outside.
Yeah, Tim is just kind of watching
Outside?
these two,
Oh,
like
yeah,
in the
he's outside.
doorway.
He's in doorway watching, yeah.
It's
Because
med
he was
bay.
on, he's on guard at the med bay.
Yeah.
So he's just standing outside the door. He's just kind of watching.
Uh,
So you're just gonna say your, good night to Rasu and then head off.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, we'll cross-examine tomorrow.
Nope, you head off to, you leave. Tim's going to kind of look back at you, Alan, and go, you said you were going to sleep on your ship, right?
Correct.
Kind of looks, calms, down onto his comm link, calms, Darik.
my comm goes, hello.
Hey, Nas just walked into the med bay. Did you guys get the ship? Like, she didn't say anything, so our intrepid guest wants to, sleep on her ship as discussed.
Okay, I'm coming up.
Oh, wow, sorry, I totally forgot that, I need to talk. Yeah, no, I'm fucking tired. I just had to clear out a shit. No, I'm gonna go to fucking bed. Fucking deal with it.
So I'm gonna walk up to the med bay.
Okay.
Walk in. I'm still in my gear.
Yeah.
Right, ship's outside. Come on.
Awesome. I'm gonna get up and follow you, I guess.
You didn't tell us you had a pet as we're walking.
Oh, right, yeah, that's Rocco. I was hoping he would be a little quieter. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
no.
he screamed at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably just hungry.
I mean, I could have taken him some food if you told me you had a pet on there.
I was hoping he would be quiet, but hey.
Okay, as this is happening, I'm assuming that I've taken my quick shower already.
Yeah, you're going to sleep.
I'm actually gonna just, trail out to the cargo door. No, I'm not really going outside, but I'm just, basically in, a crop top and sweatpants, just kind of observing from the cargo hold.
Okay.
Leaving, just, super relaxed. No reason to distress me, hair loose, plastered, still wet.
Okay. As you're walking, you walk out, you're observing the cargo bay. You see Alan and Darik kind of talking a little bit as they're walking out the cargo bay to the ship, and Kiendra is perched on top of just a crate sitting in the bay. Appears to be asleep.
In here?
Yeah. Just on top of a cargo, just on top of one of the crates, asleep.
All
Looks
right.
to be asleep, anyways.
Intriguing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and observe. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna question why Kiendra's on a fucking crate randomly.
no, I was gonna carry her back to her room when I went up anyway. So she's small. I'm strong.
Right. For the time being, until we can get it in the actual bay, your ship's gonna be just there, under that tarp. That tarp does not come off until we get it in the ship.
You got it. I don't want any more heat than you do.
Yeah. That's
You
why I have
didn't
to
shoot
take.
my pet, right?
No, it didn't seem to want to attack me. So I
Good.
didn't. I think I'm
Good
gonna
for you, I mean.
Good for me, huh? Eh,
Anyone hurts that little guy, they got hell to pay.
Alright,
well,
so you're
if
just
you
gonna.
had told us about it, there wouldn't have even been a potential of it getting shot.
Yeah, I don't really like to talk about him much. Anyway, under the tarp, you said?
Yep.
Cool. You didn't touch anything else?
Nope.
Is that a deception check at this point?
I'm wearing a helmet.
Doesn't mean it's not a deception check.
You did
mean, you
pause a little.
I'll leave that one to...
That's up to
It's not a deception check. You guys, what? Like, Darik literally walked in, looked at the cockpit, and flew it back. Like, they didn't touch anything.
He did set up like the.
I mean, set up.
I added something new. I didn't touch anything that was already there.
Well, okay. I definitely did, but
Yeah, she didn't
Didn't
ask
ask
you
you.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
But no, and two, it's gonna be, it will be rather obvious that something was in there. It's not like you were sneaking around or doing anything, so you're not really deceiving anything there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I find anything even an inch out of place, I'm coming right back out there.
Go for it if you want.
So you ducking under the tarp and heading into the ship?
Yep.
All right. You step on inside, and this time there's two shorter shrieks as Rocco comes skittering down along the wall to greet you.
Hey, Rocco.
Modern life.
Kind of jumps off of the wall, lands on your shoulder.
Did anyone do anything?
Everything that you see inside the ship is untouched. However, there is a security camera that is above the door, but it is pointed down and out towards the door, and it appears to be set up to be looking for intruders trying to come in the ship. Like it's
Well, that's
watching the
redundancy
entrance,
if I ever
basically.
saw one. I'll be here most of the time anyway. Alright, let's get
security
you
measure.
some food, little guy.
Alright. So you're gonna go ahead and feed the lizard.
I'm gonna go grab some food for him, yeah.
Okay.
Just like on a shelf
Mhm.
near the cockpit. And it's just like little bugs, I guess. I don't know what you feed space lizards.
You feed them space bugs. There you go.
Space bugs, there we go.
Inox.
Yeah, little pieces of mine. So yeah, I'm just gonna start feeding him some of those while he just perches on my shoulder.
Alright. Well, is there anything else that anyone would like to do as people settle down for the evening and go to sleep, or is everyone kind of?
I'm gonna scoop Kiendra up.
Or is Kiendra? Is Kiendra actually asleep, or are they just pretending?
Actually asleep.
Kiendra is actually asleep on top of the crate. Does Kiendra wake up though when she is touched?
I think that's something that would actually be DM/roll determined, but
I mean,
Are you a light sleeper or not? Let me ask that question.
and if you can't decide, just roll a d6, odd or even. Or flip a coin.
I would say neither light nor heavy.
Okay.
I'm trying to be gentle from like.
Nope. Yeah, as you start to scoop Kiendra, she kind of shakes herself awake.
And see what, like, Nas is like one arm under
Yeah,
Kiendra, under my knees and the other behind
starting
my
to
head or
scoop-
something.
Like starting to scoop you up off of the crate. Yes.
Yeah, and it's like
James
propped
is
up.
gonna be jealous. Isn't this romantic?
I'm carrying you to bed.
I just
Oh
want to.
my!
I just want Darik to have walked back in, seeing this.
You
hears
are
that,
seeing
and
this,
all you
and you hear
is
both of the comments.
like I've pulled my helmet off, and all they hear is a fucking chuckle from Darik as he's fucking lighting up a cigarette.
I can leave you on the crates if you want.
I mean, if you're making an invitation, but
Alright, shut the fuck up. Come on. I'm just gonna, like, I'm assuming she kind of dozes off again. And-
Kiendra's gonna put an arm on your against your shoulders. Like, I'm fine. Thank you, though. Just never sleep in the same place too much.
Let's make a point. I'm not gonna let her go, and I'm gonna carry her up to her bunk.
Mm.
Don't have to run anymore, Kiendra. It's your home now.
Whether you like it or not.
No, it really is bad luck. I do
Oh.
appreciate the sentiment.
The ship's moving, so in a way, you're moving.
I don't think that counts.
I think it counts.
You can tell that Kiendra is getting very uncomfortable with being forced towards the bedroom there.
Alright, well, go and sleep in... If you don't want to sleep in your room, fine, I'm not gonna make you, but at least go sleep in the kitchen or something, on the couch. Don't sleep in the cargo bay.
The kitchen?
Or the
lounge.
The lounge. And I'll go like grab her a blanket from her room and like set her up in the lounge. I'm not gonna force her into her bed, but like at least gonna make her fucking comfortable.
I do appreciate the thought, but I really am just fine.
Alright, well at least take the blanket. If I find you in the cargo bay, at least take the blanket.
All right.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead, deposit the starter under my pillow, if that's like possible size-wise.
Yeah, it'll work.
Lock my door, and go to sleep.
Okay. And Kiendra, where are you heading back to?
Back to the cargo bay.
All right. You can get back up on your box.
Mm-hmm.
Like a fucking cat.
Darik, are you still in the?
Do you have the
cargo bay?
blanket?
Yes.
Are you still in the cargo bay?
I probably would have been there while I was having a smoke.
Okay. Yeah, you finish smoking just about the point that Kiendra comes back into the cargo bay, hops back up onto the crate, this time with the blanket.
I'm assuming Kiendra's been doing this the entire time she's been on the ship.
You guys actually really haven't noticed.
I mean, do you do security walks on the ship's decks at night, or are you just
If we
do you
don't have a
only do exterior
place,
Or are
security
you
when you're
relying,
landed?
or are you relying on SCO and the cameras?
it would probably be SCO in the cameras primarily.
Yeah, then
So-
you would not have seen this.
Okay.
So Skull probably knows of this, and his reaction is,
Nah.
"What's sleeping?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
like SCO's the only one that knows Kiendra does this.
Right.
And they probably have a bit of a like back and forth of SCO stumbling on Kiendra on a random place where she happens to be sleeping at that point.
So I have no. I would assume SCO would have informed me of this weird behavior from someone not sleeping in their fucking room.
Would Skill consider it weird? Dar.
I mean, seeing as
He-
you were a
Given Skill's probably
detainee
new in,
originally?
or, I kind of want to leave this up to probably
Actually-
not, given he.
Initial question.
Yeah.
Because remember, Kiendra wasn't always a trusted member of the crew.
Yeah, you were forced help.
I was community service.
You were
That's what I was.
you were volunteered.
Voluntold.
Actually, in that case,
All right, your question.
I'd probably ask why you were outside your room and probably like pour this to Darik, but it's been going on so long that maybe Darik may have forgotten. It could be that situation.
Kiendra, what would you have told Sko if you were asked?
About the same thing I just told Nas. I think I already mentioned to Star
Yeah, you did.
an explanation of what it is. Out of character.
I believe somewhat. I'll send you a message of what you.
But yeah, I'd have been relatively upfront about it.
So knowing Sko, when you probably would have asked her why she was doing that, you would have gotten the answer of it's bad luck, basically.
Yeah, in that case, I probably wouldn't have, but I'd make sure to like go around and make sure, just to check up, make sure she's not doing anything.
Okay, then yeah. So Darik, you've never been told about it, but Sko always seems to be pretty thorough about his nightly rounds.
So Darik's just saying, "Can't come back with a blanket now."
Yes.
From Sko's point of view, nothing has really changed on his walks except for where she
Kiendra
sleeps, and that's fine. Nothing's been stolen or misplaced, except for the few beer bottles that Dev takes.
Hmm.
Get off calm for a second.
Not liking your quarters?
Can't. That's addressed to you.
Yeah, it's
I'm back.
they're a bit on the small side to stay long term.
I mean, a bed is nicer than a box.
Softer, certainly. Bad luck eventually, though.
Going from, so Darik would probably read that as like a sort of, survival instinct sort of thing. You don't stay in one place too long when you're behind enemy lines or if you're gonna get in trouble. So Darik can just basically, Darik gets it. He's like, yeah, fair enough. Don't know why I wasn't informed of this though, but whatever.
Does it hurt anything?
No, it doesn't hurt anything. Sko's probably kept an eye on you the entire time anyway, in one way or another, while walking around.
That's worrisome.
I mean, you do know he patrols around properly, right?
I do, it just... The way you put that makes it sound like he's standing over me watching while I sleep, which...
I don't feel like he was doing that, but he probably would have spotted you a few times.
I've run into him occasionally. But yeah. There's, I suppose, a bit of an understanding between us.
That's fine.
Just don't involve me in your weird shit.
I stay out of the way, he leaves me alone.
It's a survival thing. I get it. Don't worry about it.
Just
We have an understanding, me and him.
It's just bad luck, no point tempting the stars.
As long as you don't end up somewhere, like the bloody engine room or something.
What's wrong with the engine room? There's plenty of warm pipes.
As long as you're not in a dangerous area of the engine room. Like something, if something did go wrong and you were sleeping there, sort of situation is what he's implying. Then it's fine. Things were landed and Sko's gonna be able to be active for a while. I don't think I relieved Tim at the fucking med bay. Yep.
You need Tim at the med bay?
Not anymore. I'm gonna tell him he can relax. If anything goes wrong, Sko will send the report through. Have a good night.
You too.
And as I walk away, I'll probably just call Tim up on the comm quick, say, yeah, if you're still stood out at the medbay, you don't need to be. Just, you can chill. Sko's got the watch tonight.
I'll probably
Like
respond with something like Skull's got the watch every night.
Yeah, I was about to say, doesn't Sko have to watch every
like he
night?
responds that over the security channel. Yeah, I know.
Thud.
Because you only need an hour. Every 100 hours. Lucky for you.
Like having an elf for the long rest.
Yeah. 4 hours. And with that, Darik will probably head to his room, do his regular detail of gear check, have a
And
quick
then head
shower,
to sleep.
probably, head to sleep.
All right. And Z, what did you want to do?
Yeah, so I'm obviously still inspecting my shuttle. At this point, just making sure that nothing's being touched. And I go to like a little back room. Well, not like a back room, the back of the room, and just pull up a blanket. And just start counting all of my books. I say, okay, there's 9 there. That's fine. Cool. I put the
Phoenix and
cover back
ham.
on.
Laura.
It's all Dr. Seuss.
Oh, the places you'll go.
Yeah, but yes, all of your books are there.
All of my books.
Lindsay Lou, who hears a, or no,
Oh,
Horton hears a
What?
scream.
Horton here's a who. Horton here's a who. But
Horton hears a screaming lizard.
Fuck's sakes. But yeah, then I just put the blanket over and try and take a pew. Lie down as best as I can on the benches. Comfy.
all right. Everyone is able to get a restful night, full night's sleep, wake up in the morning. The world is not ending.
Thank fuck.
Everything
Yet.
seems to be fine. And then you guys are able just to go about your morning routines as you see fit.
I think what would probably happen is when Sko notices like either Tim or Darik is up and ready for doing around, that's when he'll like do his daily recharge. Probably.
Okay, so you spend your first hour of the morning just juicing back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once Darik and Tim are both up, sort of thing.
Technically, you
Quick.
can go 4 days between recharges.
You can, but it's to keep it.
Probably don't need to, obviously,
Probably
but
not a good idea in case he
Yeah.
gets away from the charging station. Actually, I need to look that up because
I think you just deactivate temporarily until we get you plugged back in.
Yep. He'll
Yeah,
just
but
go
that
into
is-
shutdown mode.
but that's a dead robot we have to haul around.
No,
Yep.
just-
I mean,
and
charging
just find the
station
power
is
cell.
Anyways, what is everyone doing for the morning? Aside from Sko, who goes off for his hour charge.
I'm gonna go for my charge as well, and I'm gonna go grab coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, quick breakfast.
Coffee.
Everyone's getting coffee.
Mhm.
Except
I'm meditating.
Okay.
So, standard morning quick breakfast.
Yep. The mechanics start arriving and, start
The,
trickling back in to...
Check my shit over.
You said that the shuttle was not in the cargo bay yet.
No, it is not.
No,
it is
it's
just covered
outside,
with the
but
tarp
it shouldn't.
outside.
It shouldn't be directly in front of the ramp, so it shouldn't interfere with anything.
Yeah. Everyone's able to get in and out and stuff. A couple of the crew are kind of like, the fuck is that? Whatever. And then they go back to, what they're supposed to do. Theirs is not to reason and explore. Their job is to fix the engines, and they're doing that.
Yeah, I guess Kiendra is just going to poke her head out, just like, yep, it's still here.
Yeah.
Head
so-
up, get coffee.
It's not going fucking anywhere.
I mean, a grav pallet can do a lot of things.
I'm gonna go ahead and breakfast, check comms, check on Rasu, get down to the engine room and start working.
Also, Kiendra doesn't know that get pulled apart.
No, she does not. Which I will definitely. Can I string that on a necklace and sling it around my neck and hide it under?
Like,
No.
You might be able to put it in like a pouch or something
Yeah.
that is on you at all times.
It's what, like the size of a football, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
And how the fuck did you get it under a pillow?
Bunch of big pillows.
You got
Really
some luxury
flexible.
pillows? You got
Yeah,
some luxury pillows in your room?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of Tempur-Pedics.
Bye.
I'm gonna go ahead and like put it in a pouch and just not put any effort into my appearance at all because I'm gonna be in fucking engine grease the whole fucking day. So let's just like sling that on, like I don't know, like a hip pouch or something.
Hey, the appearance works for you. It works for you.
And I'm just gonna put my head down and start working on the engines.
All right.
I assume when Sko's done recharging, he also starts heading out to help with the engines, given he was paid to pretty much do that now.
Yup. You are both working on the engines.
Darik's probably going to get some members of the crew to assist him in moving a few of those supplies clear so that we can, like, out of the way so that they're not going to interfere with the mechanics in any way,
Yeah.
as well as also getting it ready so that we can get the shuttle in later.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of move the medical supplies then.
Yeah, we're just going to show them over where we need to put them.
Okay. Kiendra, what are you gonna do after you've had breakfast?
Where'd my notes go? I'm gonna start running down. That was the question. Try and spend more time running down that Bacta tank, or just focus on making money hustling.
Okay. So you're heading back out into the city then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And what is Alan gonna do?
Well, her meditation sessions take quite a while. Obviously she's still healing, which doesn't help. But she's probably just gonna keep a low profile for now, obviously, 'cause poke their head out, and there's a bunch of mechanics around, and she doesn't necessarily want to get spotted.
Okay.
So she just sort of stays in her shuttle until called.
Okay. Mm. Well.
So what? It would have been early morning.
Early morning.
We're all
Yeah.
just working through about noonish.
Yeah, Kiendra, you get through. You're digging around in the city. Or
Mhm.
how are you trying to find the tank? What options are you using to run it down?
Let's see. I've already checked out the obvious news sources. The easy way to do is just fucking go to an information broker, I guess, but I prefer to avoid doing that because that costs lots of money.
Yep.
As I'm wandering around, I'm assuming there's a relatively decent Rin presence still. Let's poke
Yeah.
at that first.
Okay. So you're gonna try and talk to fellow Rin to see if you can.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mystical Rin network.
Yes. Ooh. Well, the Woo network. You find out that whoever has it, nobody's 100% sure yet, but it's definitely one of the syndicates that runs the casinos here, and you're able to find out that there are 3 separate crime syndicates that run the majority of the casinos here, kind of as those we're up and coming good front businesses. Like
Mhm.
everything is nice and legal through the casinos.
Also, a wonderful place to launder shitloads of money.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I'm getting very Peaky Blinders. It's like, yeah, we're legal. How we got here, that's our business. Oh. I am very
All right.
tired.
And you kind of gather as well that realistically, your options for contacting the crime families or, to try and figure out where you can buy stuff from are going to be rather limited. You would either need to be affiliated with them through a criminal route, or you're going to have to draw enough attention as a spender looking for interested goods at the casinos in order to get in touch with somebody who can supply that kind of information for you so you can make a purchase. It's basically the game of now that I know who to contact, I need to figure out who in that organization to
Mhm.
contact. And that's the hang up. You spend most of the morning about lunchtime is by the time you've gathered all of that information.
All right. Be fine for the moment. Yeah, I guess I'll spend the rest of the time doing just basic street tricks to pull pocket change.
Okay. What kind of tricks are you doing?
Let's start with simple dexterity tricks.
Okay.
Juggling, magic tricks, that kind of thing.
All right. And are you in your flashy, gaudy, like attention grabbing?
I wasn't initially, but I should probably go back and change into that.
Okay. Are you going to do that then?
Yes.
Okay. And then where are you going to be performing at?
Somewhere in front of a casino relatively close to port.
Okay.
Probably not the one right outside, but
Gotcha. So you go off a little bit and you start performing. All right, go ahead and roll 2d4. For everyone else, as lunchtime comes around, Nash, you guys are making progress on the engines, obviously. The projected
Nice.
time to completion is still going to be about a week to get this whole thing turned around. There's just no way around that.
Yep.
There's just too much refit work, too much installing and then testing and things like that. Darik, are you just moving all the crates by yourself, or do you get support from the rest of security or other crew members?
I did say I was pulling the other crew members. If that,
Okay.
Wookiees!
we don't want them visibly.
No, the Wookiees are still hidden. On the captain's orders on that one.
That's true. Would be so much easier.
All right. So you've got about a quarter of the crates left to move and sort.
That's fine. I'll allow everyone, to go grab lunch. I'm a fucking slave driver, goddammit. Have a break, have lunch, relax a little.
Have a Kit Kat.
Yep. It's all right. So you have you're having your lunchtime meal then.
While that happens, because I know the comm for the shuttle, I'll buzz it.
All right. So you're calming the shuttle?
Yep.
So, Alan, the comm in the shuttle starts kind of buzz, buzz, ring, ring.
I guess I answer it and just go, what?
I was
Very
wondering if you
confused
have.
at this point.
I was wondering if you have any food in there. You hungry? What?
Good.
I guess I could do with some. Running a little low here. I went out in a hurry, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. I'll bring something down for you.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Oh, get something for Rocco too.
Get something for Rocco to just get him like a bowl of like whatever, like
It's really whatever.
really whatever. Okay. And that's what I will sort out real quick. Or in whatever way I can, take it down. Just sort of walk under the tarp and just.
Alright, so you're just walking into the ship then?
And walk, yeah, I would have. I'll be bringing the food down to the shuttle, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of duck under the cart. And you slip on into the ship. Alan, what are you doing when he enters?
I guess it sounds so cliche, but I'm still meditating, and I just open one eye. Stare at him.
There it be.
Okay. Yeah, so
Like an owl.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put the food down on whatever surface is available. Being cold ain't gonna help this relationship if you're gonna be sticking around with us.
There's a relationship?
Well, there's gotta be some form of trust.
Yeah, I get the impression that your mechanic doesn't necessarily trust me.
What makes you say that?
Inklings, I guess.
Well, who would trust someone that broke onto our ship, was wounded, armed, and has a interesting, as Darik puts like a fist to the top of the shuttle, prototype shuttle hidden in the woods?
Hey, this is the Outer Rim. Everyone is armed. I think everyone's gardener is probably armed.
Yeah, won't deny that bit. But you did break onto the ship.
Out of a necessity, yes. It was that or die.
That is my ship.
Yeah. The mechanic is Nas is very protective of the ship.
I'm very protective of mine, yet you still managed to remove something that made it stop working.
I would say that would be some form of insurance.
Also, to sort of put things lightly, I've got a lot of heat on me. I don't necessarily want to be associating myself with you to protect you.
Yeah. I can see the points in that, but easier to survive with other people. Having someone to watch your back really helps that survival rate go right up.
I'll think about it.
To each their own. You don't, you don't.
Is anyone out there at the moment?
Just the mechanics, but they're on lunch.
I get up and not meditating a second and grab my cloak, I think it is, that I've got. That covers up my armor. Put that up. I guess we can start by eating together.
That's a good idea. Gonna bring Rocco, was it?
Yeah, Rocco. You might not be able to see him right now, but on my shoulder.
Just hidden under the cloak.
Not even hidden under the cloak, he's just on my shoulder, you just can't see him.
you kind of double take, and then you realize it's chameleoning itself to match its environment.
Wish I had some armor that could do that.
I just sort of smugly chuckle.
And you guys are walking up into the ship to join the rest of the crew?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are you all? Where do you have your boys eating at, Brexit?
I assume it would all be in like the lounge, sort of canteen kitchen thing.
Okay. So you guys are heading in there. Nass, where are you eating lunch at?
At whatever 21 is. I assume.
Yeah, I'll take the canteen too. No sense in going down to see Russell at the moment.
And Kiendra, where are you going to be eating lunch at?
Being just the lounge.
Okay. And Sko, are you taking a lunch break or are you going stompy stompy?
Gonna be real cozy in that lounge.
Hmm.
Well, it is kind of big, and I assume there's more than just what the tables that are depicted in there are.
Yeah.
Y'all hosted a fucking party in this thing. There's more space.
To be fair, yeah, we did host a party in there, so.
Yeah.
I guess going stompy for a droid can get monotonous after thousands of hours, so yeah, he's gonna go hang out in the lounge.
Isn't that
Join.
the point of droids?
Depends on the type of droid.
All right. Well, yeah. So you all kind of trickle in one at a time, joining the cargo bay crew at the moment, with the added guest of Alan, kind of sitting on one of the chairs in there as well, eating lunch with the everyone else there. Just kind of amicable, idle conversation going on between everybody. And then we'll say Sko arrives first.
Yep.
So just
So-
the fucking droid walks in, okay.
Yep,
So-
the droid walks in first.
Wait, did you say Darik and Alan are
Derek, Alan, and a couple of the other crew and security are in there eating,
So-
and they're just kind of at one of the tables talking as they eat. It seems to be friendly, decent conversation.
I look to the mysterious woman who I haven't seen before, and I go, "Oh, you must be Alan."
And you're a droid.
Yes. How
Yeah.
perceptive.
Alan, you very
Sko-
quickly get the sense that this droid is not a just
Thank you.
normal droid.
Got a loose wire or something there?
After many years, you have a lot of loose wires, so yeah.
And I try to
That-
keep you fixed up. It's not my fault you go bagging into every enemy you see.
Nass says as she walks into the.
She just
Continue
catches
to
that
get
and she
food
turns
as
the corner
well.
and just sees fucking everyone else and Alan in there. Like,
Yeah, that was it. I just make the quip and then go back to my lunch.
I think you're just grabbing your lunch. You've only just arrived. You're not shocked to see.
Yeah, you're kind of walking in to get your food when you say that.
I'm gonna raise my eyebrows, but then just kind of sit down and sort of observe, join conversation, but this is not the platform nor space for the cross-examination we talked about. This is not the forum for that, good sir. So please continue with your conversation, Alan, and go.
I mean, there wasn't really much of a discussion. It was
It,
just
it was quips and sarcasm being thrown around. That's
Yeah,
all.
mostly just idle chatting. Kiendra walks in as well to see basically the whole crew, aside from the captain at this point, in the room eating and chatting.
Was there a meeting I wasn't invited to?
Just lunch. Don't worry about it.
How was your
Family
crate?
meal.
How was your
Okay.
crate?
But it was a new experience.
keep her in a crate.
No.
Yes.
No.
Help! They have me trapped here. They won't let me free.
No, she has a room, but it seems that she refuses to use it, which, Sko, that would have been nice to have known.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured that she told me why she did it, and I was like, okay.
I understand why she does it, but
Wait, hang on a second. Kiendra, do you sleep in my engine room?
Wait, hold on. Has Go have seen her in there?
Yes.
Yes.
Go just drops her in it.
Yes.
I guess that
She-
answers that question.
It's surprising how many places she's found to sleep.
Yeah. Don't sleep in my engine room.
And don't sleep in my shuttle.
Your shuttle isn't even on the ship.
Doesn't stop her going there.
Sleep in the med
Remember,
bay. Sleep.
Kiendra, she said don't sleep in her shuttle. You can sleep on it.
Yeah, don't sleep in
The
it.
droid just drops the sass hammer.
And what's wrong with the engine room? You have nice warm spots in there.
I have nice warm spots in there. Also, very nice spots that can ground you alive or set you aflame or electrocute you. Like, there's so
I
much
am
fucking shit.
Reasonably
Don't.
confident nowhere has exposed flames in that engine room. And I know enough at least to stay away from the moving parts.
You want me to set you up a little nest? I can do that. Just let me fucking know.
That seems like far too much effort for something that's going to change very quickly.
I'll throw you down a tarp underneath the workbench. Just.
You're all making a much bigger deal of this than I thought you would.
I mean,
This
you have
seems
perfectly
like-
good quarters. I understand the reasoning, but
To me, it just seems like you don't feel safe on this ship. That's not something we want. Part of this shit now.
I mean, can you really blame her with the amount of people you got in the med bay?
they weren't part of the ship when we when we got them in that state. I'll
Fair.
leave it at that.
Look, it's not that I don't feel safe on the ship. It's just considered bad luck.
Alright.
Alright?
Just
I
if you're
swear,
not gonna,
I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious.
well, if you're not gonna use your room, we can at least assign it to somebody else. If you don't mind.
Wouldn't Kiendra have shit in her room?
Not really.
No.
Like,
She's
at the
all
moment,
right.
her pack is sitting in there, but it's resting against a wall.
It's just we're already kind of crammed for space as it is.
It's
And
I don't really mind over much if you reassign it.
We'll talk to the captain.
As long as I have someone I can change, but the heads, I'm sure, easy enough.
So I've seen you pretty much everywhere on this ship. What happens when you run out of space to sleep on?
Go and find somewhere new.
when you
Well, gonna run out of place on the ship eventually. Is it like a timer? Does it reset?
Is there a day where you can go back to your room?
It's not like this is a science or anything.
No, I'm just saying, you know, at some point, the only place you're gonna have left to sleep is in the engines, and that's not happening, so.
Is that a challenge?
I wouldn't recommend it because if she finds you in there, well, you're gonna end up in the med bay.
The engines are gonna be the least of your problems, mate. It's all fine, just as long as you stay safe and SCO knows where you are.
Got it. Hide from skill.
Alright.
Don't forget, Go has dark vision.
I was going to say,
luck
Sko's
with
about
that.
to take this as a challenge, too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my comms again.
Okay. You check your comms.
Yeah. Still nothing?
Still nothing.
God damn it. Alright. Well, gentlemen, let's get back to the engine room.
Yeah.
Alright. Sko, you're going back with her to help?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As lunch kind of winds its way down, Nass and Sko head off to do work. Darik, what are you doing? Back to the crates?
I will be going back to the crates, but I will be saying to Ellen, you can stay on board if you want. You don't have to go back into the shuttle now. Just chill in the lounge.
I don't want to get spotted by one of these guys, though.
None of those mechanics are allowed up in this part of the ship.
And the med bay?
Not allowed in the med bay either, unless they get wounded, and then we will provide aid, but that's a different situation.
Perfect.
Basically, it's ship's crew only on
Yeah.
these parts of the ship. Otherwise they're being escorted down to engineering to have maintenance done, or outside the ship to work.
Ship's crew and stowaway, apparently.
Well, the stowaway's giving us a shuttle. We can't really. They're going to be here anyway.
Part
I
of the
made
crew,
sure
part
of-
of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship.
Exactly. All right. So Darik, you're heading back down. Alan, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go to the med bay.
Okay. What are you doing down in the med bay?
Out of game a second. From what I remember, there was a Padawan sat in a back to tank, right?
Yes.
A young one, yes.
At the very
Which point-
least, something with a force presence that you detected. I can't remember if they said it was a Padawan or not.
I don't think we mentioned that it was an actual Padawan.
Okay, but either way, someone with a force presence, therefore.
And half the,
connection, quote unquote.
half the people on this fucking ship have a force presence.
Exactly.
But either way, I'm gonna go to the med bay, and I'm just gonna sort of sit on one of the benches, medical beds, whatever you want to call them.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna stare at the back of the tank. I'm just gonna sort of frown and tilt my head and try and figure it out.
This
Okay.
won't cause an issue in the immediate future that I can see.
Say that again?
This won't cause an issue in the immediate future that I can see.
And Kiendra, what are you gonna do?
Going back to the hustle. Fucking stop.
The med bay in the same direction as the. Or which fucking number is the med bay?
I have it up. Sick bay is 19.
So essentially across the hall from the lounge.
Well, I assume that we're up in
There's
21.
no 21's the lounge.
That's the massive room.
Are you going to the med bay yourself then, Kiendra, or?
I'm just trying to figure out whether I would have seen her headed that way instead of off the ship.
Probably. I mean, if you guys were all leaving about the same time, she didn't, walk out the ramp.
If Belotti was here, I would mention to him about the fucking back to tank, but
Yep. Awkward moment when the captain ain't around, ain't it?
he has to go and have things like a real life and family and other
know.
bullshit.
There's so many issues.
Gail. Can I tell if Nass notices that?
What?
That Alan headed to the med bay?
No, because Nass left first.
Yep.
Oh, right. Then I guess just I'm blanking. I guess just Dev then. Or not Dev. Freaking Brexit's character.
Darik.
Derek. The other D one.
I mean, there's technically 4 that all started with D, so.
Wait, when I see
When
I see Alan turn off, just gonna poke Derek and just point and go, Raise an eyebrow.
Like watching her head towards like the medical.
Yeah.
Yeah, medbay.
Hmm. Good spot. And Darik will maneuver his way towards it.
Okay. And Kiendra, what are you doing from there then?
Going to. Would I keep going or would I stick around? Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait just outside. I guess eavesdrop would be the way to say it. I'm assuming he's going inside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in on the situation. Kiendra likes to listen.
Go inside, Harry.
Stop, all of you.
Med pay.
Anyways, children, so Kiendra, where are you gonna go?
Follow behind Darik and stop outside the door.
Okay.
My
And you're
statement
going
still
into the
stands.
medbay, Derek?
Yeah.
All right, you step into the medbay to see Alan perched up on a seat and just kind of staring intently at the tank that contains Rasu.
Darik's just gonna lean against the wall. You know, this might cause a minor issue if you're just gonna keep staring at him like that.
Oh,
I do
Why is that?
believe, I do believe we dropped the bomb that is Nas's brother, didn't we?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Nas isn't gonna be cool if she walks in and sees you staring at a little brother like that.
I'm not sure what you're trying to imply there.
The look that she's giving the tank is more of a focused confusion, like trying to figure out what.
She's trying to figure out what's going on, but I'm just thinking of, Nas walking in to check on Rasu, noticing that she's here, staring at him, and just immediately reacting. That's
And remember what the entire party's only impression of Alan is so far.
yeah. It's
I
more of
mean-
I don't need a fight in the med bay, just in case it, I don't know how the reaction would be.
I mean, you got a point, but I don't know. Just cooler jets and get the story first.
So, why are you doing this? Like, I can see the confused look, but
Last time I was here, it was a little bit weird. Obviously, I wasn't necessarily thinking with the most clarity in the world because of just sort of gesturing vaguely at myself. Yeah. Obviously, I wasn't exactly thinking too clearly, but for some reason, I can't really explain it. It's almost like a sort of aura, I guess. And I was actually able to think clearly for the first time in quite a while. And trying to figure out why.
Darik would have seen Jedi and probably talked to them and wouldn't know about Force sensitives.
Okay, you obviously know about Force Sensitives. You worked for the Republic.
Yeah,
You were a former commando before you became a bounty hunter, so
yeah.
you would be how in depth your understanding of the Force would be and what it feels like.
I wouldn't know that,
Not
but I would
anywhere
No.
near.
I like gauging from like having seen like Jedi react to shit from like a sense. I would know that she's Force sensitive just from that.
Maybe you're
It'd
with
be
them being as
inquisitive.
mystic as they are. You know
Yeah.
how the Jedi act. You wouldn't
Yeah.
be 100% sure.
Midi chlorians.
No.
Heroin.
So you're saying he has an aura?
Yeah. It's hard to explain. It's the first time I've had this sort of say it out loud. I don't really say that I've experienced this before.
Well, from observations I've seen in my life, you might be possibly the force sensitive.
Well, yeah, I know that much. It's part of my creed, but never like this.
Yeah. I really don't want to drop a ball here and get absolutely chewed out by Nas if I say too much.
What's the story here? I mean, you got Captain Vegetable over there, and then you got this kid. What's going on?
You want the story?
I want the
Alright.
story.
I'll give you the story. You ever heard of Jedi?
Darik, you're gonna get hit.
Darik will take the hit at this point.
Shush, Nas.
I know.
I've heard of them.
You heard of them?
Yeah, they're pretty close allies of our creed.
Then you know that they were peacekeepers for the Republic and acted as generals.
Fuck's sake, Darik, it's been a week.
Still, you gotta keep your options open, man. Might be a hermit. Yeah, I can't remember the last time they were peacekeepers. Seems like they were generals in a lot of this war.
They were. I saw them fight.
You too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you based?
I went anywhere I was needed.
Fair point.
Easier to get around when you don't look the same.
Yeah, I know all about that one.
So, the Republic becoming this empire. You hear the tale of what happened?
Purge?
Yes.
Yeah. To say I definitely heard of that one.
No, you heard of it. We saw it.
I could go further, but I won't.
What was that?
Said I could go further, but I won't.
You could go further, but you were assuming something happened to you lot then.
In a manner of speaking.
Well, we were on Coruscant at the time. That's why we're on the run.
Right.
We
'Cause you
saw it
got-
happen.
I'm assuming a Jedi in that back to tank.
Only a youngling,
Like, yeah, I can see that.
but I'm not force sensitive in any way, so you feeling that is probably because he's got a strong connection or something, I don't know.
Potentially. But they are known for their connections like weird. But you got a point about staring at a kid.
Yeah.
Does look kind of weird. So I make my way toward the door, but not necessarily out of the med bay. But at least I'm not staring at the kid anymore.
If it's just the presence, just chill outside the med bay, or just chill in the corner, just don't stare at the tank. That's all I ask.
So I can stare at the wall.
Yeah, you can stare at the wall. Just don't stare at the tank in case Nas comes in to check on him.
You can paint the wall and watch the paint dry.
What about our vegetable friend there?
Recent edition.
Understood. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to meditate here.
That's fine.
I know it seems a bit strange. Generally not the greatest place to be, but hey.
Better than doing it in the middle of the cargo bay, I guess.
Or my shuttle. It's a little crammed in there.
Yeah, there's a little bit more room on here, isn't there?
Yeah. I'll make sure Rocco doesn't try and escape.
Yeah, I don't need that one just randomly screaming at someone. Scaring the bejesus out of people.
Yeah, he does that. He's a great alarm system.
Yeah, I could tell.
But thanks for the heads up.
I don't need I don't need more blood spilled in this med bay. I only need the blood of a patient, not a fight going on in here.
Oh, fair. If the fight starts, I'll be sure to take it outside.
Please just don't let the fight start. That's all
I'll
I
try
ask.
not to, but you gotta keep your mechanic under control, man.
As a ship's mechanic, you don't control the ship's mechanic.
Oh, it's easy. Just give her some bolts or something. Yeah.
Oh, she heard you say that.
All right. So are you going to head back to work then?
Yeah, I will leave her. I'll leave Alan to meditate.
Kiendra, what are you doing since you were outside and overheard that whole conversation?
So, which of the two occupants is our local assassin planning to kill?
I don't think it's a plan to kill.
I can hear you, you know.
It'd be wasted if you didn't.
More of confusion and feeling something.
Has she never seen a Deveronian before? Wait, feeling something? She discovering her sexuality.
Can't, can you tone it down a little?
That's the question I don't want to touch.
I'm sorry. Part of Kiendra is making other people uncomfortable when she's uncomfortable about something.
Is that a hint?
Alright.
Anyways.
Anyways. God, that was just a fucking pipe wrench.
Continue.
How did you answer that? As a reminder.
What? To what you said? I said I'm not touching that question.
I suppose that's fair.
Yeah. But it's something to do with force sensitivity. I'm not that way inclined myself, unfortunately. So I can't really help in that situation.
Odd.
Can I
don't think
Yeah,
I
no.
know that Kiendra is force sensitive, actually. I don't think I've actually seen any of that force sensitivity coming
I don't
through.
think Kiendra knows that she's force sensitive.
Nope. Kiendra doesn't even know specifically what motivates her.
Can I ping them on the comms and be like, where the fuck are you, Darik?
Aren't you outside?
I'm on the engine. You're supposed to be helping.
I'm clearing the cargo bay.
It's Sko that's coming out to help.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Sko
You
sorry.
have,
helping
you have
me.
Sorry.
Sko.
Sorry.
And Sko is there with you.
You just look over, you say, and you see Skid. It's like, don't you mean me?
Okay.
So you just calm me, like so my comm
No,
goes
It's fine.
off.
no, let's just
Retcon.
Yeah,
Retcon.
yeah. I'm tired. It's 1 a.m.
It's okay.
Alright. Proceed.
Darik is going to be going back to the cargo bay to keep working on that. I have no idea what Kiendra is going to go do.
Probably go back to.
Work in the corner.
I don't know what experience you have on the street, Derek.
That wasn't even in
We
character,
usually
asshole.
refer to that
Fuck
in the
right
note.
off.
Hey, if you want to make that joke, I can fire back in character.
I know you can.
All right, children.
Nah, just going back to working the street. What's the matter? You've never seen a street performer before.
No, I've just seen better.
Fuck did that just go?
No respect for someone of skill. I'm sure you're a horrible tipper too.
All right.
But yeah, just going back out to be street performer again for a bit.
Okay, so you're just gonna go out and perform.
Mhm.
All right. Well, given the time, I think that is where we will end for today. With engine maintenance being done, Darik being put to, a regular infantryman's purpose, Alan just kind of chilling in the med bay, and you wandering off into the city.
You don't have to stop on my account.
It's more of.
It's more of we've been going for 2 hours, and I prefer to keep D&D sessions to about that length. And that's a good stopping point here.
We need Dev for some things.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
I mean, right now, with you guys being landlocked, we don't need Dev for shit.
Well, I need him for things.
I need a presence.
As long as this fucking engine
Because he has
is
my money.
as long as this fucking engine's still going, I'm kind of locked on what I'm doing.
Yup.
But
He
yeah.
has to be able to get a fucking military license.
But yeah, that's where we will end for today. I will